Now at 6, how a new program for Kansas schools could help students achieve better math skills. Plus, an Oswego Health facility announces a new member of their staff, but it's not exactly what you might think. And a St. Louis Circuit attorney holds a press conference despite demands to step down from her position.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Schools around Kansas can now benefit from a free supplemental instructional math program. This is KOAM News at 6. KOAM's Yana Hautala talked with a local school district about the impact this new program could have.
The Kansas State Department of Education announced about its contract with IXL Learning Program. Now, students around the state can improve their math skills online. The Galena School District is already using the program.
Good thing about IXL, there's a diagnostic assessment that we give to our kids, and then based on the results of that assessment, the program identifies a specific learning plan for every individual student. So they're working on their grade level, at their skill level.
Van Clave says the new state contract saves the district thousands of dollars.
And it worked out good for us this time in our district that we're currently using a program that the state says is valuable to the point that they're going to pay for it for all schools in Kansas for the math portion.
Middle school teachers use IXL's language arts program. Dan Dorr says his colleagues in middle school will probably start utilizing the math program more when it's free.
IXL keeps coming up with different lessons and quizzes, and we can do group jams on it, and that allows us to really hit the standards and meet our curriculum needs.
Van Clave says students can use the math program at home with iPads.
Some kids like it, some kids don't. It's extra practice in English and math, so we try to show the benefit to the students that if you try hard on this, it's going to help in your main class and it will help raise your test scores as well.
In Galena, Yana Hautala, KOAM News.
That free math program is available for accredited public and private Kansas schools K through 12 starting today. Schools already using IXL will be provided a credit for an extension to their current subscription. U.S. Senator Roger Marshall of Kansas today got a first-hand look at a high-tech farming technique. The senator toured Leafy Green Farms in Pittsburgh. It's a hydroponic facility where plants are grown in nutrient-enriched water without the need for soil. Since plants are grown indoors, the facility provides fresh produce year-round, regardless of weather. Another benefit, plants aren't endangered by outside groundwater contamination, like what one area of Ohio is dealing with because of a chemical spill.
So the good folks here at Leafy Greens are offering to put one of their farms in East Palestine, which I think is a great idea. So I'll give Senator J.D. Vance a call later today and see if he can help us make that happen. And I wouldn't know why not. And I could just see right now the folks here getting a tractor trailer and loading one of these up.
Leafy Greens grows its produce inside repurposed shipping containers and says this farming method uses only a tiny fraction of the water used for conventional farming. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Well, it's definitely been a chilly, kind of gloomy Friday for us today, and we've had some pop-up showers over the past couple hours, and where it's a little bit colder, we could get a little bit of freezing drizzle over the next few hours. So winter weather advisory until 10 p.m. This is for Yates Center, Fredonia, Iola, Chanute, up toward Garnett. Most of us are going to stay on the liquid side, but you can see these light showers kind of pushing through, but also a little bit of pink and purple, which is popping up on the radar in our western counties. But these are very light. They're going to rotate through over the next several hours, and then after midnight will be dry. But look at the temps. We're low to mid 40s in Missouri. Once you get into Oklahoma and Kansas, it drops into the 30s and then closer to freezing once you get out into our northwestern counties. So a little bit of freezing drizzle could put a light little glaze in our western counties. Everybody else is going to be fine. We'll drop back through the 30s down to 31 tonight. Thunderstorms in the forecast. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
See you then. Oswego Health and Rehab in Kansas has welcomed a new member. KOAM's Carrie Worthen stopped by to meet Rosie.
You have got to see this. This robot is bringing me my food. Enjoy.
Oswego Health and Rehab in Oswego, Kansas has a new member of their team. Rosie is a robot that is helping make staff and residents' lives easier.
This robot has been quite exciting for the residents.
Oh, I think it's neat. I think it's special. I think that makes us special.
Charlotte Frazier is just one of many residents happy to have Rosie as part of the family.
The main purpose is to help staff and to enhance the time that staff spend with residents.
I think it'll take a lot of steps away from people, yeah, I think. And just having something different too.
Okay. Okay.
For now, Rosie is only helping with dietary needs such as serving meals to the dining room and bedrooms. That frees up staff to spend more time interacting with residents.
Mealtime is a social time for people that live here. Any little thing that's going to help the residents enjoy being here and staff working here is priceless.
Rosie made her debut to the facility a week ago. She can hold more than 60 pounds at a time with a battery life of 12 hours.
And we've adopted Rosie. She is one of the staff and part of the family.
In Oswego, Carrie Worthen, KOAM News.
Oswego Health and Rehab is the first in Kansas under Mission Health to have any AI technology. A new partnership between the Foundry of Block 22 and the Southeast Kansas Education Center at Greenbush is providing new STEM education opportunities to area schools. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The partnership is taking those STEM students from area schools on field trips. And today's field trip was to the Pittsco Idea Shop at the Foundry. Students had the opportunity to watch a science educator demonstrate how to code a Sphero robot.
It's a great opportunity not only for creativeness, but students learn to read, problem solve, interact with each other on what they want their little robot to do and so forth. So it's a great opportunity.
One teacher said these field trips allow self-directed learning and soft skills like teamwork, but also provide her students with something they don't have access to at their schools. The Crawford County Mental Health Center announced two brand new programs. The Individual Placement and Support Program will help people with mental illness find employment regardless of their background. The Assertive Community Treatment Program, or ACT, will consist of weekly intervention services. The goal will be to reduce client interaction with law enforcement and unnecessary ER visits for the severe and persistently mentally ill.
ACT is actually a team approach to treat people in our community. It's a community-based program instead of like an individual provider. The Individuals Placement and Support Program launches Monday. The Assertive Community Treatment Program, ACT, launches Tuesday. Stella had more demands across Missouri for the resignation of a St. Louis Circuit attorney. We're going to hear from her on why she will not step down. Plus, authorities released the names of the victims in an Arkansas plane crash. What we know as they investigate the cause. We now know the names of the 5 people killed in a Little Rock, Arkansas plane crash this week. They are Micah Kendrick, Kyle Bennett, Hunter Beatty, Glenn Marcus Walker, and pilot Sean Sweeney. They were all working for the Center for Toxicology and Environmental Health. They were on their way to a metal factory explosion site in Ohio. The plane left from the Little Rock Airport and crashed nearby, according to the Federal Aviation Administration. The cause of the crash is under investigation, but people in the area say the weather was very stormy at the time. Despite demands from across the state of Missouri asking Kim Gardner to step down as St. Louis Circuit Attorney, she did the opposite. Instead, she had a press conference and is vowing to return to her office. She's faced criticism since a crash severely injured a young woman. That driver suspected in that crash was free despite numerous previous criminal allegations. But the attorney says the court is to blame, not her. Reporter Melanie Johnson has the latest.
While it is true my office could have done more, to say we did nothing is only disingenuous, but it's willfully ignorant of the reality of our court system.
Not stepping down and standing her ground as St. Louis City's prosecutor. Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner greeted by applause and supporters Thursday afternoon as she responded to the Attorney General's request for her to resign.
It's about the people of the city of St. Louis that elected me to do a job. And what we have to do is do our job fairly and justly. There are numerous attacks on our office. There are numerous individuals that have an agenda to make sure that my office does not succeed. That is not an excuse, but at the same time, we know we do not control every part of the system. But what we can control is we're going to fight very hard for justice in spite of the vitriol, the hate, the racist attacks, the known manipulation of the court procedures to make sure our office fails.
Gardner shifted the blame to the courts and says it's the judge's fault for denying bond and releasing the men responsible for running over Janae Edmondson, a teen in town for a volleyball tournament and has lost her legs because of the crash.
On 3 separate occasions, as recently as last month, my office requested the defendant's bond be revoked. The court either denied or ignored each of these requests.
Instead of stepping away as circuit attorney, Gardner says she is going to redirect her focus on getting justice in the midst of tragedy.
Because we all can point fingers, but this young lady's life is affected by the criminal justice system right now.
Gardner says she's being treated unfairly because she's a black woman. The Attorney General and the governor denied that the criticism has anything to do with race or gender. A little bit later, the Pitt State Gorillas and Missouri Southern Lions baseball teams begin MIAA play with a rivalry series. Highlights in sports.
Plus, we have rain chances as we head into the weekend. We're going to check that out coming up. Well, it's definitely been a gloomy Friday for us today. A lot of clouds, kind of chilly as well, below where we should be for this time of the year, and the clouds are sticking around as we go through the evening hours. We even have some scattered showers across portions of the four-state area, but it looks like as we go through, let's say after 11 or 12 o'clock, any showers we have out there will be gone. All right, winter weather advisory until 10 p.m. So this is our northwestern counties: Yates Center, Iola, Chanute, Humboldt, Fredonia, and Neodesha. And this is due to a little bit of freezing drizzle. It's not a huge deal, just temperatures hovering right around freezing, so there will be a little bit of freezing drizzle. You can see these light showers kind of pushing through over the past couple hours. Still some light showers, Cherokee County just north of Joplin, also up toward Carthage. A little bit heavier between Nevada and Lamar, scattered showers, and then once you get north of Fort Scott, you start seeing a little bit of pink, and that is freezing drizzle that is kind of mixing in. So we got to watch that as we go through the evening. Temperatures, most of us are in the lower 40s, so that's why we don't have to worry about any frozen precip. But out across southeastern Kansas, temperatures are hovering right at freezing, and that's why we could get a little freezing drizzle. Check out these clouds, pretty cool looking, very wavy. Outside, 7th and range line, 42 northerly winds at about 6, humidity at 58%. Through the evening, we slide back through the 30s, down to 31 later on tonight. This little wave will pull on by, but the clouds are really going to stick around as we go through the weekend. We're going to watch this storm system. We're going to track it as it comes in late in the day on Sunday with showers and thunderstorms. All right, let's go through time tonight. Any showers out there now? Pretty much gone. 11, midnight, then mostly cloudy, dropping back near 30. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. We are going to get a little bit more sunshine in the morning. Temperatures warm, lower 40s by noon. Once we get into the afternoon, we should jump into the lower 50s, but we are going to have a lot of clouds again. 31 in the morning, 48 by noon, 54 by 5 p.m. Southerly winds at about 5 to 10, so it's not going to be very windy. Tomorrow night, clouds stick. Showers start to pop back up, especially after midnight into Sunday morning, and then mostly cloudy on Sunday, but showers will start to pop up again late Sunday. So we're looking at 4:30 in the afternoon. Thunderstorms start to drive in, most likely 9, 10, 11 o'clock in our western counties. These push into the region. Some of these could be strong, maybe low-grade severe. So we want to watch this over the next couple days. This is going to be late evening into the overnight hours Sunday night, but by Monday morning, they'll be gone and out of here. And Monday looks like a pretty good day. 54 tomorrow, 64 on Sunday. Showers and thunderstorms late. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look great. Rain back in Thursday. Looks like it could go over the snow Thursday night into Friday morning. That's our next system that we'll be tracking as well once we get past Sunday's storm system.
I'm ready for spring, Doug.
I'm ready for one more or 2 or 3, 4 good snow.
And you are in charge of the weather. So, thanks, Doug. Still ahead, the Fort Scott girls aim for the outright SEK championship tonight in Independence. And Pitt State and Missouri Southern baseball meet for Game 1 of a rivalry series in Pittsburgh. Jacob Leonard has those highlights and more up next.
The Pittsburgh State Gorillas and Missouri Southern Lions begin MIAA play with a rivalry series this weekend. The Gorillas host the Lions for a 3-game series, with Game 1 being this afternoon in Pittsburgh. Now, both teams off to good starts this season. Pitt State is 8-4. On the other side, Missouri Southern is 9-4. Top of the second, Will Doherty absolutely destroys this ball high and deep to left. Clears the wall out there. Solo homer for Doherty. Southern has the first run of the day. Now Cole Woods is money early on the mound for the Lions. Second inning, gets a swing and a miss. And later in the inning, same thing. Woods, check it out, a little stare into the dugout after that one. He doesn't give up a hit until the 5th inning. And now we're in the 5th here. Cade Clemens up, yanks a liner into the left field corner, bounces off the wall to bring Dagan Brady home. Pitt State gets 2 in the 5th to tie the game up. The next inning, Clemens again going to left. Good effort out there, but the ball gets down. Austin Warkins scores. Pitt State has their first lead of the day. On the mound for PSU, Zach Shoemaker, a Missouri Southern transfer, facing his former team for the first time. This is his last pitch of the day. Swing and a miss. You think he wanted this one today? Got some words for his former team. 7 innings, 8 strikeouts for Shoemaker. Then the Gorilla bats get hot. Austin Warkins with runners on the corners here. Sends one opposite field. Connor locks in easily. Pitt State pulls away to take Game 1 over Southern tonight, 8-3. We have a big-time girls basketball matchup in Southeast Kansas tonight with the Independence Bulldogs hosting the Fort Scott Tigers. And both teams are ranked in the top 10 in the state in Class 4A, with Indy setting at number 5 and Fort Scott at number 8. Now this one, it's an important one. If Fort Scott wins tonight, they are the outright SEK League champions. If it's Independence, the two teams share the league title. This one just getting started in Independence. We'll have highlights from the game right here tonight at 10. And that's a look at sports. We're back with more news right after this.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Some Good Samaritans in Noel, Missouri rescue a dog that was found with an arrow through its head. Plus the story of a 12-year-old who grew out his hair so he could donate the hair to kids with cancer. Those stories and a lot more tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. It's kind of damp, kind of chilly out there, Doug.
It is. We're going to have scattered showers as we go through the evening hours. A little bit of freezing drizzle in our western counties. A lot of clouds again tomorrow, 54 up to 64 on Sunday, but we're tracking thunderstorms for Sunday night. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week look great.
Final sports note.
It's already spring training time for the Kansas City Royals. The Royals beat the Rangers 6-5 on a walk-off home run today to open up their spring training schedule.
Might not be spring, but it is spring training. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.